is the K-Pop Cast, and today we're going to be discussing Coachella 2026, otherwise known as Big Bang Chella Taemin Chella KATSEYE Chella. This festival delivered the most K-pop saturated weekend in its 25-year history, with legends like Big Bang, Taemin, and rookie KATSEYE all commanding stages across the desert.
Meanwhile, KATSEYE's divisive new single, Pinky Up, crystallized every tension surrounding the group, from Manon's unresolved hiatus to HYBE's ongoing identity crisis.
And HYBE America's simultaneous posting of 2 director-level communications roles at below-market salaries tells its own story about a company drowning in crisis while trying to professionalize on a budget. This and more on today's episode.
But first, hit replay. I'm your host, Stephanie.
I'm DJ Peter Lowe.
And I'm your PD Michaela, and K-pop hit replays are K-pop song recommendations for the week. I don't have one, but you guys do. So Peter, kick us off. What is your recommendation for the week?
Okay, so Stephanie said I could add this one in, extending the boundaries of what we can allow on a K-pop podcast.
I'll allow it.
She'll allow it. It's Laufey. Laufey.
Really?
Laufey. I watched a pronunciation guide of her saying her name directly, and I can still not say
Laufey?
Laufey. It is Laufey.
It is not pronounced Laufey or Laufey.
Laufey.
Laufey's
Madwoman.
Up in flames will go again. Seeking chaos, can't help giving into passion. But there's something so vexing about you. It's like the gods above a stone to prove. We've been through this before, fell in and out. I said no more, but still I want you like a mad woman.
So, Stephanie said that this song is technically allowed because it's featuring Megan of KATSEYE.
Yeah.
And I would also like to add, just tying into the theme of today's episode, Laufey performed at Coachella. So she was there.
Well,
and
right.
She was in the audience for KATSEYE's performance.
Okay.
So
1.5 points.
See, it's just all related in the end.
Right.
There's the K-pop connection. But why it's a hit replay. Guys, I have never felt so seen in music in my life before. Yeah. It's starring the Hoppa Infinity Stones, or Wasians, I guess, if you want to be more precise about it.
Sure.
So it's got
Laufey.
It's got a gay hockey player. It's got an Oakland-based Olympic gold medalist figure skater.
Hudson Williams from Heated Rivalry, not an actual gay hockey player.
hey, just bear with me, okay? And
sure.
It's got the Oakland-based Olympic gold medalist figure skater, and it's got a K-pop idol from this group, known for defining K-pop as a methodology rather than a geography.
Known by Peter.
And Lola Tung, who I'm actually not familiar with, but I'm sure she's popular.
Wow.
in her own right.
Lola.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's got all the hoppas in it. It's got a samba bossa nova jazz beat, like Think Stan Getz or Astrud Gilberto, in particular, Babel Gilberto. It's got this 1960s pop aesthetic. It's shot. I don't think it's actually shot, but it borrows the vibe of Palm Springs and mid-century modern.
Yeah.
It's got mahjong by the pool. It's got Cantonese steamed red sea bream, the fish, and then it's got roast duck and egg tarts. It's got lychee dry martinis.
Where's my invite?
It's got Wong Kar-wai cinematography and color grading. So it's these are all the things that I feel are connected to my own personal identity. And I by the way, I'm trying to work offsites just to take place in Palm Springs because I just love Palm Springs. It reminded me I used to be really into samba bossa nova music, and I just went down a deep rabbit hole. I'm high key obsessed with Laufey. and just like the surrounding genres as well. So it's actually a very dark song and message, and
It is.
Yeah.
yeah, it's very dark, and that actually makes it even better. One last thing is that there's a lyric video. Actually, she does this for a lot of her songs, where like you'll have your lyric version of the song instead of like the full music video, and along with the lyrics, it shows the chords. So if you want to jam along or play bass or whatever along with the music, you can.
Oh, wow. She thought of everything.
Yes. Okay, that's enough for me. Stephanie, what's your hit replay?
Yes.
Switching
Okay.
gears to your 180 hit replay, Stephanie.
Okay, so for a change of pace, a change of scenery, my hit replay has no deeper meaning and no cinematography.
What?
It is.
Are you
it is-
sure? I think it's got
Ooh.
some cinematography.
Yeah, okay. Debatable, and it's my hit replay. But it is Ooh by BM, Big Matthew from Card.
You got me saying ooh, I can't take it every single move. You make it drive me wild. Shawty, don't slow down. I need a little more, need a little more. Girl, take it, what you wanna do? I swear I'll get you right. Look into my eyes. I got you saying ooh.
Maybe people might know him now as Whoosh from Beef.
Yeah, maybe better known as.
Wait, is the second season out already?
It's out. Folks are watching it.
Literally
So,
today.
Okay.
so
okay,
yeah,
okay.
maybe
I'll have to
folks
press
are
then.
coming to our show after discovering Big Matthew for the first time, playing the role of Whoosh. Welcome. We have been fans of BM, aka the captain of the Big Titty Gang.
Big Titty Committee.
Big Titty Committee for years and years. And
he's
so,
been on the show, the K-pop cast, before
Yes.
as a guest.
true. I forgot about that. Oh my gosh.
And we've been talking about Card since like Card was born. Like
True.
when Card was born in like 2016 was like when we had this podcast started.
We were so excited about Card. Yes. We still love them. Yeah, Card holding it down as a co-ed group in K-pop. But you know what I love about this song is so for the past couple of years now, K-pop has been going through the vault of early 2000s, late 90s R&B sounds, but I haven't really heard one that sounds like 50 Cent, G-Unit, Nelly. I haven't heard that sound until now. So BM came out with a song that is specifically an ode to like 50 Cent, G-Unit, PIMP, I don't know what you heard about me. I was like, whoa, that was a blast from the past. I was body rolling. It is sexy. It is, yeah, it's hot. So I was hoping that the music video would have a little bit more of a budget to it. But when I think Peter let us know that a tip says he might be leaving his label, DSP Media, that might be connected. He might be looking for a little more investment in his projects. So I'm all for that. He said he would stay in Card. But yeah, this is another body roll selection from me.
BM, Big Matthew, like he's on to bigger things. Like he's got enough fame, I think, and momentum
Totally.
for himself, so he can. So
Yeah.
okay,
All right.
so we are here to discuss a number of items on this episode, but let's start with like the most contentious item,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
KATSEYE's Pinky Up.
I bet it goes like this. Pinky up. Up. Pinky up. Up. Pinky up. Up. Pinky. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
So it was released on April 9th. It was the first release by KATSEYE without Manon, who's been on hiatus since February 20th, 2026.
Wow, it's been that long. Almost 2
Yes.
months.
And Pinky Up is roughly 2 minutes. I know it's a very long song in
Wow.
the year 2026. It includes an intro and outro padding to extend the length of the song. Okay. And if you look at the genre tags, it includes electro pop, hyper pop, which is very much tied with KATSEYE's identity, hard techno, and I think this is the last one is the most important one here, Euro dance.
Eurodance. Sounds very much to me like Jump by Blackpink.
Oh no, Jump is hard style.
What? So this isn't hard style? What's the difference?
It's borderline hard style. It's like
All right.
same BPM range, but there's like just slightly different in like instrument selection. It's like this is stuff that you would get in like 90s, 2000s, like Eurodance, in terms of like the instruments that they picked.
Sure.
But
Whatever.
actually,
All right. I mean, I still don't know the difference.
Thank you for the clarification, Peter.
yeah. The music video features clone machines, swords, flamethrowers, matching blonde wigs, and of course, because it's KATSEYE, a conspicuous two-frou product placement. And despite all the chronically online capitalism, wearing capitalism ironically, aesthetics, it became a hit, reaching number 10 on the US, number 18
Wow.
globally on Spotify after the Coachella live debut. And it won Billboard's fan-voted favorite new music poll with 50% of the vote, beating Lady Gaga, Doechii, and The Strokes.
Congrats.
With that,
So
Stephanie, take us away why this song sucks.
well, you don't have to like pass it to me directly, just because I'm kind of a resident hater. But I did not enjoy it for a few reasons that others in the interwebs join me in. So the bias list gave the song a D grade of a rating of 6.25 out of 10, writing, rather than attempt anything interesting for the hook, Pinky Up repeats its title in monotone over a chintzy club beat. That was like my main gripe with it as well. Like I don't enjoy that chintzy sound and the emptiness and the thinness around the arrangement or whatever. Just like it's not pleasant to my ear, especially like listening at home, like trying to enjoy it as a song. I was like, no, what's next? I liked the verses more than the hook. But yeah, Pinky Up are the only words in the chorus. Right. So Peter is demonstrating the choreography, which I'll give it to him. The point dance is pretty memorable. I don't recall many choreographies in K-pop or otherwise that have them kind of rotating like they are like mannequins displaying. I thought that was pretty innovative. So got to hand it to, I believe, Grant Gilmore for that. For me, like the lyrics are nonsense, shaking ass in the parking lot and laughing if we get arrested. It's very like Peter brings up all the time, skibbity toilet, online, super ironic. I don't really care. Everything is cringe and nothing matters. Fancy as a frequency, delulu. And I'm kind of over it, but maybe I'm just too old. Maybe Peter is the youngest of us all.
I mean, like, I want to acknowledge that the skibbity toiletness of this, like, I going along those lyrics, Stephanie, I just want to call out, like, I love you, you love me, we bat shit, we.
Oh, right.
And if I'd kill them for you, if it got that deep. Fancy is a frequency, a mind of delusion philosophy. Okay, so like, actually, the fancy is a frequency I kind of like on downwards. But like
That's the best lyric.
It's just like,
Eh.
but you know what? It's like with so many of these things in K-pop, like the cringe becomes the feature. It's not a bug, it's a feature, and it stands out, and it's so offensive in like the status quo and like how you're meant to consume music that it forces you to think differently. It disrupts the norm, and like any good artist,
Is it really making me think? Or is it killing my brain cells?
yes,
We should do studies on that. Cause
I'm gonna say yes to both those things.
both. All right.
But like any
Okay.
true artist, they're just not recognized or understood, in their time. And I think, this is going to be a song appreciated later. I think these things just have a way of like becoming their own over time. And this is just so disruptive.
Well, certainly Gnarly did. Certainly Gnarly has that it's demonstrated that success. And I think it marks, I think what you're getting at is this trend of the memification
Yes.
of pop music.
Yeah, there
that
is.
these
Yes.
lyrics and these sounds are intentionally disseminated for social media consumption and sharing.
That's
so
it.
that we, the users and consumers, quote unquote, we become the ones who distribute this through our sense of humor, quote unquote, relating to it as ironic and funny and whatever. But yeah, the fact that now pop music is being made specifically for that purpose, it could be, I mean, the bias list really went in depth on this, that one like possible impact is that this kind of music is designed for such quick consumption, like fast fashion, that it maybe won't be that memorable a year from now. It has a shorter shelf life like memes do. Some memes, yes, will last decades from now, but a lot of this slop, I don't think will.
You're just jealous of my mansion.
Jealous of my mention? I mean, I'll quote Gnarly every now and then.
I think
But
time
how
will
many
tell.
Gnarlies
Time will
can we
tell.
take?
Yeah, time will tell.
And time has told. In
Oh.
the sense, like I think we can look to other songs in K-pop. I think even like if you think of songs like EXO's Wolf, where something that is as a song on its face is not the best, but when you see it in the full package of K-pop, when you see it in the performance, when you see it in the music video, when you see it in the dancing and on stage, that's when you really get to appreciate it for what it is. And for me, Pinky Up, especially since this is the first comeback right next to their debut on the Coachella stage, I feel like it was the perfect performance song for this moment for them.
Yeah, that's what everyone's been saying. Like, this was the song designed to drop at Coachella. And by the way, this is a common tactic, right? And just like the music and pop industry.
True.
If you're going to perform at Coachella, you drop a song before you perform at Coachella. And then you perform that song at Coachella.
As the premiere.
And then it becomes a iconic moment in the popular culture overall.
Yeah.
So, and it's worked. We have precedent for that working. I think Sabrina Carpenter especially has been like recycling that model in her work.
Yeah.
So
I will say that the live performance of Pinky Up helped me hate the song less.
wait,
in
are we talking Coachella live performance or choreography?
Coachella.
Let's dive into that, shall we?
Sure.
Yeah.
Coachella,
Yeah.
yes, yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right. So the Coachella Pinky Up performance, like you said, they built up to it. They kind of kept it to themselves, and this was the first time they're performing it live, and so it just has this grandiosity to it. And seeing it in production with all of the backup dancers, the bells and whistles, hearing it in a more live format, it actually helped to drown out the elements that I don't like. which is that like weird,
Unintentionally, okay.
the tinny, chintzy instruments and the emptiness in the hook are like drowned out by the sounds of the crowd.
Tinny
And the,
instruments. What instrument are you referring to? Like, is it the?
I don't know.
Is it like the '90s synth song?
I guess so. Yeah, I don't like it.
No, that was what made it so good.
Oh God.
Because it's like so, like Euro dance is known for being like trashy.
Right. And I that whole thing just passed me. I know people love it. Some people love it. And that just passed me by. So I don't get it. And I also, seeing them perform it live, I can't hear what they're saying, the lyrics. And I'm like, great. I don't. Let me appreciate the best parts of this song, which are the dancing. And so I can so when it's like less clear, I can't hear the words and I can't hear the instruments.
You just got the vibe.
I just got the vibe. I was like, okay, I'm down with this.
Well, I will be, again, the KATSEYE, I apologize. I just love the song beginning to end. I love the absurdity, and I love the third party chorus where it especially leans into the
right.
Yeah, and there's a lyric in there that is all kinds of ironic. So it's like, I know nothing, just like Socrates. And you know, that was the thing in Plato. And it's like, oh, well, you know, the oracle recognized Socrates for being wise enough to recognize that he did not, in fact, know anything in the end. Like that was, you know, a true pursuit of like knowledge and realizing the things that he got wrong. And I think that's how you're meant to understand I know nothing as like a true pursuit of knowledge. But I think how they use that lyric is like, I really don't know anything.
I really don't. Yeah. I kind of know nothing.
Yeah. Which is like not what Socrates is for.
Right.
Philosophia, love of wisdom. This is like anti that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
Like go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, and maybe this is just me not getting a lot of the humor, but I was not really connecting with personality or warmth from the members, from the group. I was like, okay, these are meme people. These are influencer people. And they're acting like kind of dumb, kind of ditzy, but they know something that you don't. And you're kind of in on it, but kind of not. I didn't like personally connect with them. Like, oh, I want to be their friends.
You felt excluded because they're trying to be like exclusionary on purpose because it's all like insider jokes. You have to be and even if you don't know what the in is, you pretend like you know that you're in.
Right.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I see that. Like I did appreciate seeing them at Coachella. I think there was a number of standouts to me during it. Again, I want to call out though that so they were on one of the biggest stages, and again they, like you said earlier,
Sahara stage.
Sahara stage.
And let's see, they did 11 songs. At one point they had members of Huntrix
Surprise.
share the stage with them. What did you guys think of that?
That's the emotional. That's the biggest
Michaela's
connection
so
of
loud.
of the whole night. Tears, just a immediate waterfall of emotion when all of those women were on stage together singing that song.
Oh, good. I was about to say, like, just judging by the audience reaction, it seemed like everyone was kind of like, this is a slowed down version. What happened to like the fast energy of the original? Because I think the audience at Coachella, granted I was not there, but just, you know, consuming the camera footage, it seemed like audience was in the mood for something upbeat like the original, and then they got the stripped down anthemic version.
Yeah.
But I am happy that it landed with someone like beating him. So
yeah,
for that it was worth it. Yeah.
100%. Like that, what that moment meant for EJ and Audrey and Rayami, like, and K-pop and that song and like them singing it together. And it's like, and it for me, it connected back to make it mean something more. It probably did, other than just, you know, a commercial drop of a song that was already popular. KATSEYE giving respect to K-pop in their debut, in a sense. Like, you know, bringing on, you know, these Korean artists and these Korean producers of K-pop women in the industry.
They're not beating the K-pop allegations then if they bring Huntrix on.
Yeah, but I mean, they're both Huntrix, K-pop Demon Hunters, and KATSEYE are kind of in this like in between.
They are,
you know, not like, yes, using
K-pop methods
and a story and focus on K-pop, but in terms of like where they're really popular and even arguably how they promote and stuff, it's not always in the legacy tradition of K-pop, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's a good point. And to Michaela's point, that was the one point in KATSEYE's set that I felt warmth in my heart, or I felt connection to them. And seeing the KATSEYE members like Sophia and Megan and Lara like actually singing from their heart and like gazing at the members and gazing at each other, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, my heart opened up a little bit to the emotional connection.
I think they tried doing that with their own songs. What song was it? Was it
where they were standing with the mics?
Yeah. But those were like snooze.
Yeah.
Let me fast forward songs.
I think I did fast forward when they were like literally.
The only song that like isn't like a title track that I actually really enjoyed was MIA. Like I was like, oh, this is a song that could, you know, could well be on its way to becoming more popular.
Yeah,
no, I agree with you 100%. I realized I hadn't heard that song until I heard it. Them performing on KATSEYE, or KATSEYE performing on that stage. And I think that one really made the most use of their stage production too, like with them like pushing each other off of the rooftops.
Yeah, that's right.
The other thing that just stood out to me, like just throughout the performance as a whole, is just the physicality.
Oh yeah,
and like the strength.
They were dancing all out for an hour,
and singing while like flexing,
and their facial expressions are
all
on
of that.
point.
Like it's training, and like I feel like you can only do that when you're a certain age range. But so that really stood out to me. And then I'll have you know that I've started ballroom dancing again. And
good.
Latin ballroom dancing. You know who also does a lot.
Daniela.
Yes, and I didn't notice it. Like I'm sure she did this at other live performance stages and stuff, but it was like my first time really watching KATSEYE in a live stage. Like in between bits here and there, I'm like, Daniela, you just did like a samba step there. Like, I'm like, oh wow, okay, you're bringing the Latin dance flavor.
Just
so
sprinkled it in.
Yeah, cute to see. But the other thing, along with their physicality, is it just seems like they're like really sexualizing them.
Yeah, I was gonna bring up the one like licking and groping moment between Lara and Megan, who are in real life have confirmed that they are queer, bisexual, and I've been trying to mull over like why that moment of Lara licking and grabbing on Megan didn't land well with me,
because it's pandering.
Yeah, it's totally pandering. It's totally fan service, and I'm like, well, I sometimes enjoy fan service in K-pop, so why not this? And it kind of felt shoehorned in, rushed. There's like a lot of other stuff going on the stage, and I'm like, do I want it to have the center stage? I haven't decided, but I can't call it queer baiting, can I? If they're actually queer. And I think that's what I have a problem with. It's like, this is queer baiting 101, but they're like skirting it. And it just gives me the ick to think that Bang PD might have suggested this, or like, ooh, he's loving it. He loves to see it, and he put it out in front. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure publicists
thoughts?
encourage them to lean into it, and
Yeah.
it gives me the ick, just like it gives you the ick, Stephanie.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure like the rumor mill like has like indirectly shown that both Lara and Megan have dated men, so it's like, you know, okay, they're bi, great, but it's just like it is made me uncomfortable in the same way Twice would pander that same way.
Right. It's not necessary.
It feels
to,
like
to fuel
pick me
those
girl.
rumors.
Yeah, but it feels like pick me girl kind of behavior, honestly.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other notes.
Other notes are that like Lara is that girl in terms of she was hitting every note. She was hitting every move. She looked hot.
To say next. So
like she has such presence, and whenever she was center, like my eyes were just on her. Like, get it, Lara.
Yep.
A star.
And that's the thing about it being 5 is she really is the center. She's in the middle.
To be the center.
Right. Yeah.
True.
Yeah. So maybe we should talk about who was
and who
or was
wasn't
not there. So
I mean, technically she was there though.
So if listeners haven't already like cut into the docs, we're referring to Manon.
Yeah.
And the sad and funny thing is, in so many interviews before this point, you know who kept saying in interviews to the common question, like, oh, what stage do you always want to perform at? And like
Manon said that.
Answers was Coachella, and it was always Manon who was the one who said that. So yeah, it's like elephant is in the room.
She's still on hiatus technically,
but there's been some inconsistencies here, right?
Yes.
So
tell us about it.
Okay, so on April 3rd, HYBE told the Korea Herald that Manon was set to perform at Coachella.
What?
However, on April 2nd, the day before, Manon removed KATSEYE from her Instagram bio. On April 9th, one day before the show, HYBE reverse course, confirming that actually Manon remains on hiatus. After the show, Manon posted on her Instagram stories 6 million of you, sending warm hugs and kisses to all of you. Thank you. She was not on the stage,
but she was there. Her presence loomed large. She was not even in the audience for KATSEYE's performance. She was watching Sabrina Carpenter on the other stage. What does that mean? If we're supposedly all sisters, they all love Manon and Manon loves them, why wasn't she watching them on stage? Why wasn't she cheering for them? The optics are loaded. She was also socializing with other artists, including Chappell Roan, Lizzo. Forbes confirmed sightings of Manon hanging out, but not with any fellow KATSEYE member.
Yeah, she was also, I just want to call it, she was also, eyewitnesses spotted her near Ice Spice. And then with Lizzo, that was Justin Bieber's after party.
Yeah.
So
that don't look good. Like PR wise, like tell us, Peter.
I think they're trying to hire someone.
Right. They need some help.
So on the Zane Lowe show on Apple Music, and that interview was recorded pre-Coachella, but it published after Coachella. The host, I forget like how he phrased it, but like he had like a very like soft question, or like okay, now we're gonna get like into real like publicity PR speak here, but like you've got like a spectrum of media opportunities, right? You've got your like safe opportunities, you've got your hardball opportunities, right? Hardball would be like Kara Swisher, like who's gonna like grill you on like, you know, like, oh, but actually, like I have receipts this, or a Meet the Press interview where it's like, well, actually, your voting record says this.
Oh.
And like a good mark of like hardball journalism is that they've like very clearly done their research. So they'll like, dig deep and pull up again the receipts, the evidence, and
Check the fact check.
a song for every election season. So on the other end is softball. So this is like basically, I mean, we get these pitches all the time here at the K-pop cast. It's like, oh yeah, you want to speak to these idols? Like, make sure we can approve your questions and let us review the footage before you publish your episode. So very controlled. And also, you're not expected to ask anything like remotely subversive or like remotely uncomfortable. It needs to be all hyperbole, hype. Everything is the best of times. Like everything is great. Let me like
only ask us about the music and like what it means and what our intentions are with the album.
Ask us about the thing that we're here to sell. So
boring.
This Apple Music interview was on the way on the softball side. Like I think he said something to effect like the elephant in the room is like, whereas Manon, I'm not going to push you guys, but like anything you want to say on it, go ahead and say it. Like, so he's also trying to like caveat even by asking that question, like, I'm not going to push you guys. You can say whatever you'd like. And, we can like clear the air. Right. And we had a response from Sophia where she said, Manon has been on hiatus, and we love her so much, and we know that she's doing well. At the end of the day, we all just want each other to win. And then Laura added, she's our sister forever. We built this together, so we just want to give her all the space and love she needs right now. So those were very media trained responses. I'm sure they were very coached on that. The members themselves may genuinely believe it. But I feel like it's also invalidating and borderline gaslighting to not acknowledge like what is the reality of the situation.
Yeah.
Because the real question is, well, why is she out? Is she really doing this of her own accord? Based off of her response and activity, it does not seem that way. And I think, quite honestly, Manon walking around was kind of her trying to send a signal in a way that she could, that's within the letter of the law. And so by changing, and this is what a real publicist will try to do. They'll try to change the narrative. So instead of it being about why was Manon kicked out, it's more about we're trying to help Manon and give her, the time and space that she needs.
Who believes that?
Well, I don't think many people believe it. So that's the anyway, I just want to bring up that Apple interview because it seemed really relevant.
It is.
So related to that, HYBE America posted 2 simultaneous director level roles. 1, a director of corporate communications, and 2, a director of publicity, both based in Santa Monica at a salary range between $130,000 to $150,000 as a base salary. And both roles likely report into Joanna Fuentes, who is recently hired as the EVP and head of communications and PR at HYBE America.
Yeah, so we consulted Peter Lowe, not only our resident DJ and ballroom expert, but Peter's day job is as a PR like expert,
comms,
a leader.
Comms.
Yeah, this is your bread and butter. So like we asked Peter, all right, give us the lowdown on these LinkedIn postings. What do the salary ranges mean? What can we learn from this?
Read between the lines.
Yeah.
So I think part
skinny.
of the reason why these job postings started appearing in like K-pop fandom discourse and all was like the requirement that said something to the effect of crisis communication skills is a must. That's not a surprise to me. So my first reaction is, yeah, of course. Like if you want to for a publicist especially, you need to be able to roll with like crisis issues communications, and that's
your main job.
skill set. And by the way, having crisis issues communications experience traditionally commands a premium in your compensation and salary.
Yeah.
Okay, let me separate the two roles. So the corporate comms role, this is more focused on think the executives and the business of HYBE. So like
HYBE's reputation.
Yeah, like the corporate reputation overall. And also like how do you work with like the business executives, which media speaking opportunities do you choose to accept, as well as like proactively pitch for based off of your own storytelling communication goals. And then I think the sexier one is actually the publicity one, and it sounds actually a lot harder between the two of them. And the publicity one is more to do with like the individual idols. So like if I was to provide like a technology analogy, like in like technology communications, you've got your corporate communications and then you have your product communications. I think in the same way you've got that here. So it's like the people, the idols are the products.
That metaphor is not really a metaphor.
Yeah. Anyway,
these artists are products too.
But the publicity role is a lot more spicy, just given the dynamic of the product, the people themselves, the idols. So it's about making sure that your idols are appearing in all the major places and locations. That you're measuring and optimizing important KPIs. Related note, I did think it was
key
funny
performance
that we
indicators.
got that. Oh, what?
Thank you, Stephanie. I was just going to ask.
For those of us who are not in tech listening.
wait, I couldn't hear that. Say that one more time.
No, I mean, you just like said KPIs, and so I just whispered key performance indicators.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
For those of us not in tech.
Hey, but it's not just tech either. Apparently it's in entertainment. So see, they use it in entertainment. But
yeah.
So like metrics that you're using to measure performance. And it's funny because we got this pitch recently of like, we're only giving interviews to publications which have a higher reach than the group themselves. It's like, okay,
wow.
On one hand, I'm not knocking them for being honest.
At least they're honest.
Yeah. But that's
sucks.
a big part of a publicist's job, because they're looking at their own metrics and like, well, in the world of like, 1,001 like opportunities I could chase, you want to chase the ones that are going to, deliver the most impact and return for extremely limited time from your idols.
Yeah.
So that was another very big part of the publicist role for the idols. What I thought was really interesting is that they really are taking a very inclusive approach to media and opportunities. So they're like, what are the TikTokers that we need to appear with, and or like what are the owned content, like TikTok social media programs that we need to like produce ourselves. And
they know their audience.
Anyway, it's a very complex job. It's a very hard job. It's a very
Peter has experience.
But I mean, I would say the publicist one more than the corporate comms one is like relentless, in terms of just like you have to keep churning and evaluating and pitching these opportunities and keep measuring what's going to be the highest impact, and keep having your finger on the pulse of like what is the pop culture, so that we can make our idols adapt and appear in all those places. So the salary ranges are definitely below market.
Yeah, it looked a little low.
averages.
Yeah.
So
for director level,
well, kind of, sort of. Between the 25th and 75th percentile for a communications director in LA, it's between 117,000 and 210,000. So it's like on the lower end of that spectrum, but I think it's also less common to have a director level title with like 8 to 10 years of experience. Like it tends to be more than that to get to that title in other industries.
I guess the question I have is like, Peter, if you were at the helm like of this team, like no, like having everything has played out as it has, as we've seen it with Manon, like how would you approach it if you were coming into the team?
Well, I don't know. Like, truthfully, when I was at Amazon, I think there were a lot of executives that I work with who like were humble and were like, this is what we're saying, that therefore we should change this. That's actually what you really want. That truly, genuinely, that's what you want from a business leader.
Like transparency or like owning their decision, or
yeah, like owning the decision, or even like, even if it was an indirect symptom of their decision, or like a part of the team that maybe they didn't realize. They're like, okay, well, we need to fix this. Let's go fix this. Yeah. And that's what you want. And then it's also just easier to be like on it. Well, but I don't know. I've seen it from all sides. But like, maybe returning to your question, Stephanie, like what I actually do in this situation. My counsel would be try to validate and acknowledge the present state of the affairs as much as possible. Use that as a starting point.
Yeah.
And then if I'm going to wear the evil hat, I would say, and then talk about whatever the hell else you want to talk about. Could be something completely different. And Stray Kids is doing this today, like, like, and TXT is going on tour. like it could be like complete non sequitur.
Classic.
Like,
affirm and redirect.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Right. If asked, we can acknowledge, like, like, you know, we did hear that she's here, but our holding statement is, and we wish her the best.
Yep.
And we're going to give her
as much space as she needs. Yeah, I heard Lara say that. I was like, ooh, that's a good line. Ooh, they wrote this.
I think maybe a lot of fans would be like, well, you need to go on a proactive, like, apology tour or something. And like, really, like, as a publicist, like,
no,
why would you, like,
well, then you're admitting guilt.
Yeah. There's no upside to doing that.
Yeah. Tough job. We'll see what happens with whoever they bring on.
Okay. So listeners, Stephanie wants to talk more about this at another time, but we're going to squeeze this into this episode as we can.
All right.
Burn out. Burn out.
Down.
Oh.
Talk about the other 5 times I cried watching these Coachella sets.
Yo, that part. We are talking about none other than Big Bang and their Coachella performance. Oh my gosh.
Coachella
Let's get into
debut on the Sahara stage as well.
Yeah.
One of the best K-pop performances I've seen, period.
Yeah. Period.
And I mean,
and
we're
they're
incredibly
down
biased,
2 members.
but also talking about our conversations from last year about the K-pop performances or the performances from K-pop artists last year, we were so just meh about a lot of it. And then they came in and blew it all out the water and showed us why they're the group that paved the way.
My hot take is that Big Bang
Careful.
can deliver
Oh.
what BTS cannot.
No.
Which is soul, spunk,
Dang.
and road paving.
BTS cannot deliver road paving.
No,
Ooh, that is bold words. Okay, say more.
Like if I had to like put it into like maybe like a brief like 2-sentence like summary, it's like unadulterated nostalgia and pure joy for good music. An experience which isn't about being seen by your idol or lusting after your idol. It's just enjoying the music for music's sake and not feeling judged for it. And I'm sure every fandom would say that, but I feel like the essence of that sentiment and feeling was like so present in like the VIPs and even like casuals, right? Like just there in the audience. And for those of us like following along from home, it's just like these, we all genuinely love it for the music.
I wish I would have been there.
And there's a reason why, I'm past 2 or 3 sentences at this point. There's a reason why Big Bang's fandom is like 50% males. That's
One of the few groups
for boy groups to have, and it's because the music is so damn good, and it's quirky, and it's got like personality, and it's reached the point where, like, John was just talking to me about this earlier today, but like it's probably my generation, maybe your generation, Stephanie, where like their music was popular at a defining time of our lives when our brains and our ears were receptive to music.
True.
So it's almost like this like mommy duck syndrome. It's like the first thing a baby like
oh my gosh
sees is like a mommy, and then it like imprints on them. I think like I'm not as afraid to admit that like Big Bang probably was like my mommy duck syndrome moment.
Raised us. Totally.
At least for K-pop. But the songs felt so timeless. Like I could easily see the same people there returning to the desert 20 years from now, just doing the same set.
I'd be there, shoot.
And
I almost looked up tickets for the next weekend.
Right.
To see them. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I totally agree. There was a level of maturity, confidence that like they were obviously making an effort. They weren't lazy up there, but it seemed natural. It seemed, to your point about the joy, there was this moment, there was this moment in the bridge in Bad Boy when Taesung is singing, and he just has this blissed out expression on his face as he's singing, like he loves this song. And I'm like, I do too. Oh my gosh. It's just so infectious. Their joy, their pleasure on the stage. And like how I appreciated the ballad live band versions of the classic songs with the vocal ad libs. It was maturity. It was fun. It was like old friends getting together again. And like we in the audience felt like we're the old friends too. Very different from what like KATSEYE felt like.
Oh, completely.
And you can enjoy both, but they're so different.
But yeah, Big Bang has their legacy to write off of. Honestly,
the legacy.
and
Over 20 years now.
And
they have nothing to prove.
Yeah, but like, KATSEYE can't do that. Like it's physically impossible for them to manufacture that. So it's like, but I want to return to like Big Bang was road paving in that like the paradigm for K-pop, not all of it, but like a lot of the things that became norms were like defined by Big Bang. The whole concept of a light stick started with like the VIPs.
Come on.
I feel like with a lot of different other K-pop groups, especially like, Gen 2.5 onwards, they have to do all this like very physical choreography because that was the bar that was set, and therefore you need to be able to execute on that. I think what I enjoy about Big Bang is that they recognize that that's a thing, TOP, and they decide that we could do that, but what we think is going to be a good performance is this combination of other things. And you could just see that, like, they're just picking the right set of like combinations of like vocals, choreography, swag, set production, whatever, backup dancers, everything, that
Yeah.
just feels genuine and works for them.
Yeah.
And that's why
It's
I really
about
like it.
performance and personality.
And from like the first, bang 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 song on the stage, when you
Uh-huh.
have that beat, you're seeing all the dancers come onto the stage. And what I was realizing with myself is like, oh my God, this aesthetic for like costuming and like we like to make fun of it, but the YG urban
Oh gosh,
or like, counterculture, dark,
Uh-huh.
borderline gangster like vibes.
Right.
That was set by Big Bang, and
Yep.
like everyone else has been kind of like,
True.
paying
Yeah.
allusions to
BTS takes from them. I said ATS. BTS takes from them. ATs, Stray Kids, like all those like rebellious bad boy groups. Like Big Bang did that first.
Yeah, and it's not like Big Bang feels like they have to like persist in a particular lane. It's just like they have the right combination of elements that they just choose to pull on that feels just natural to them, that they
You can just ride on
enjoy.
that forever.
Right? Like
Yeah.
the fact that they are so in their own lane doing their own thing that is unique to them that Daesung had a whole trot solo in the middle of this set.
Everybody's talking about it.
I because it's important. I feel like especially what
I
sets
loved
them
it.
apart from these younger groups that are coming on here and are performing songs that they've released to specifically target Western markets, to sing in English, to do all these things. When
Come on.
Big Bang is just digging into their discography of their authentic
Yo,
sound of K-pop.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I think that's what Peter was saying too, with the comparison to BTS. Like, Big Bang played pretty much every song that we as the fans would sing to in our room. Like, they have their finger on the pulse of, they don't have a Dynamite and Butter. They have like straight up R&B gold hits from 20 years ago. They played Fool of Tears. BTS would never.
Yeah.
They played Fool of Tears. Are you kidding me? I was crying. With that.
Oh yeah, I had goosebumps like
Wow.
through like more than half of their hour-long performance, and
And not to say BTS would never, they haven't done their US show yet. Let's see, blah,
They
blah, blah.
technically have yet to debut on the Coachella stage.
Sure, right. But yeah, have to make the comparison of, they knew what their audience wanted. They know their fans. They are fans themselves. They are fans of their own songs. You can't say that about all these other groups. You can't say that about KATSEYE. KATSEYE hates their own music. You can tell in their interviews. They're like, I don't know what this is. BTS, like, they have a complicated relationship with their discography. You
Oh, yeah,
could
very
see them
complicated.
like struggling to remember the lyrics and the choreo from their older songs that us fans like cherish, right?
yeah.
But Big Bang, like, it seems like they actually listen to their own stuff.
Well, they have enough of a discography that
Yeah.
they could do an hour-long set that is nothing but hit after hit after hit. They
Oh,
have
just
enough
the
of-
hits.
Yeah, they have enough.
They're not
of
trying
those.
to promote a new album, that's
Right.
for sure.
So they not only do they have enough hits to go
Yeah.
that long, they also have nostalgia writing for all of those hits.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's writing in their favor, to be sure.
Yeah.
I just loved everything about their performance. Although at times GD did seem to be struggling with his own demons on stage,
Yeah, a little off.
and
In a
or
way.
in saying some words which didn't feel authentic. It felt like very like you could even look at his eyes, and you could tell that he's looking down at the monitor below to be like,
Oh,
what do
okay.
I say next?
Yeah.
Like, and he's just reading those lines.
Mm,
Like it seemed like he was struggling with something.
yeah, something was different from when I've seen him perform before.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
one other thing I just wanted to call out. Like, these are members with like very clearly different strengths and personalities.
Yeah, I love that.
It's not like every, member needs to be like an all-arounder ace.
True.
And I like that Taeyang like had very good vocals.
He held it down. Where the others faltered. Taeyang would like get out in front like, I got this, guys.
Yeah. It was a missed opportunity to have Yorobun somewhere in there.
Oh yeah, I was waiting for him, Loki, to do that. Taeyang also held it down. Like Taeyang also held it down with the abs, with the body. Hello.
Yeah,
oh my
like
gosh.
he doesn't have a wife and kids at this point. You know, he's
Ooh.
just like,
Damn. I know why he's got wife and kids. Shoot. I was like, he's still got it. T.O.P.
oh yeah.
T.O.P. notably absent from the performance, but Big Bang and the last song, Still Life, they let his vocal verse play all the way through, and they like gestured, motioned to him like with so much love and respect. And I think I teared up at that point too, because like how compare that to the KATSEYE Manon situation. Oh my gosh. It just seemed so genuine and warm, like the care, the respect that they have for him, even though he's decided he's not coming back, and he released his own music with a different sound. So for us fans, it's more than just, it's kind of cliche, but it's more than just music. We feel invested in these relationships and seeing them play out too.
Yeah. Oh, so sorry. One other like somewhat off topic thing related to this, but Big Bang decided not to do a media interview with the New York Times and Rolling Stone, and these are like tier 1 publications from like a publicist point of view, at least as like traditional earned media is concerned.
Sure.
So like,
What's up with that?
I think they're all struggling with stuff, to be honest with you. And it's just like they're just like, we really need to perform at Coachella. It's, you know, for the fans.
For
and
the
then
fans.
I don't know. And I think, you know, they each have their different albums that they're also trying to promote, but I think they, like you say, Stephanie, they have a complicated relationship with their music.
Yeah. Well, here's hoping, whatever they're struggling with, they can, now that they've proven themselves, if that's what they wanted to do, hopefully they can take some space and rest. Yeah.
There's this drummer on YouTube that I really recommend you all check out. I'll drop a link, you know.
Sure.
For reasons. Okay.
Oh yeah, didn't Big Bang like throw the pitch at the Dodgers game or something while they're in LA?
Oh, they did. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're making a few other pit stops, which is cool. Hopefully all fun things. So I know we are headed towards the close, but we must at least mention
Oh, yes.
another generational talent from around 2.5 generation, Taemin, youngest member of SHINee and global superstar in his own right. Taemin performed at Coachella as well. I loved his performance. He was dancing like no other. I just wish his outfit could reveal a little more. My one wish. What did y'all think?
It's just,
Yeah.
Taemin.
That was like collective sigh.
Taemin, yes.
Yes.
I'm so conflicted because there's so many things I love about this Coachella debut for him.
Yeah.
And there are so many things I'm a little bit like ashua about. I'm a little
ashua.
Because it's such a shame that he, out of all of the K-pop Coachella debuts, he's the first to be a solo artist in the space, but he's also he's the first one to only perform on the Mojave stage, which is a very different kind of production from the Sahara stage, from the Coachella main stage, from all these other stages that we've seen K-pop artists at. But I feel like while it was a smaller space, he filled it with his just ethereal being in the best way possible.
Yeah,
And
ethereal
as-
is the right word choice.
Yeah. And as this Coachella debut it's not just him, making history as the first Korean soloist. He's also, this is his presentation to new people, to the locals, as it were, as his part of his Western expansion as a solo English debut. Like this was his debut into the Western market with several all English songs performed for the first time on the stage.
True.
On the heel of a new album, in the moment where he is one of the first Korean artists with a Grammy museum exhibit, all on his own. It's literally Taemin, performer, artist, icon. Like it's just such an important moment for him, and I'm just so happy that it went so well, except for a few technical things.
Oh, technical issues. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a lot of feelings in the picky things, but overall I feel like it was a great Coachella moment for him. And I'm curious what you guys think.
Like I'm just impressed by,
I mean, you're a
body control
dancer,
and
Peter.
That's exactly
his
what I was
lines,
gonna say.
Like, come on.
That's what I'm always impressed by. And just his core,
his control,
technique. Yeah. It's even less control. It's just like an understanding of like physics. Like, it's like what is it like in like some form of martial arts? It's like, it's not about like how much force you put on something. It's more like taking the force and like just guiding it. Like that's what I just really see in a lot of like Taemin's movement. So like
I like that.
Maybe that is control, but it's not control in the sense of like forcefully putting things into place. It's just more like understanding how
the body works,
elegantly move something from point A to point B using just the right amount of effort. So it's
the right amount. Yes, exactly. Right. And so as I mentioned on the show, I got to see him live last year, and I would say that this performance, he practiced even more. Like his dancing was at peak level of polish and form. And I think, to Michaela's point, he knew the world is watching, that he's making a first impression. And I also appreciate that, at least from the YouTube perspective, or what you sent us, PD Nim, the camera work gave us more like slower, static shots, so we could admire the intricacies of his movements, versus when the camera's on Big Bang, it was like jumping around a lot, because they're jumping around. And so his dancing was better than ever before, and that's saying a lot for the best dancer in K-pop.
And I feel, and just to put it into perspective, like we do with like comparing his Coachella debut to other Western artists that we saw, the one-to-one comparison that I was seeing was Justin Bieber, because they are around the same age, they debuted around the same time, they're both
32, right?
So artists,
That's
and
wild.
just the contrast of his Coachella main stage to his Taemin's Mojave stage is stark.
Yeah. And just like the last thing I'll say about like Big Bang and Taemin specifically is, like, they came out around the same time, but they represent two very different like pillars of K-pop. Like the SM polished is still there on Taemin, whereas like what YG does best is like personified in Big Bang, I would say. What SM does best is personified in Taemin.
Yeah.
Right. And you can have both. K-pop has it all, is what I'm trying to say. You can have these generational talents, especially from the second generation, that K-pop is not a monolith. It's not all the same. So I am just grateful, as Peter was mentioning, grateful to have come up alongside these artists and that they're still kicking.
Okay, so can I ask one closing question of you
Sure.
each? What one song is playing in your head right now as we like walk into the sunset on this episode. Like, what's the one song that's in your head right now? Stephanie, you wanna go first?
Bang, bang, bang.
Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
Okay, PDM.
We're going up.
Oh.
Okay, and for me, it's "Sober" by Big Bang.
Ooh. Nice.
Okay,
All right.
and, like
Woo.
sober into home, back home, to home. Like,
Yeah. I really liked
yeah.
the transitions. Ooh.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
All right. You don't know where to find us. Links in the episode description. See you on the next one. Good night.
Hey.
Everybody.
But if you liked what you heard tonight and you want to support the show, please consider donating to our Ko-fi. Shout out to those who've been holding us down. That is Dina, Lady Senza, Liz C, Chelsea H. Thank you. Link in the description. Bye, y'all.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Shout out to like Lady Sensa for like when we were at like a moment of weakness when we were like, armies are attacking us for like our BTS discography. Like Lady Sensa just like wanders into the Slack unprompted and be like, that was a really good episode on BTS, and we're like, oh.
Oh, thank you. Our true supporters.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Bye.